Hi everyone, today I want to make some ATCs and I'm using a piece of watercolour paper and I've covered it in some textured wallpaper. It comes on a roll and it looks like this. I just picked up a sample from my local DIY store and this is sort of like a fan pattern. And I've glued this on with matte medium Mod Podge matte, and then because it's quite textured, I've put some parchment underneath, a piece of parchment on the top, and I've weighted it down just to make sure that it adheres properly. And then I've gone over the top of it with some white gesso, just to prime the surface, ready to add some spray inks. Then I'm going to be using my Cosmic Shimmer sprays, and I've got a mixture of purple, teal and blue. So we're going to give them a good old roll just to make sure that all the mica is removed from around the edges, and then we're just going to spray. So I'm going to add a good coat. So there we go, we'll add some purple, then we can come in. I did roll these beforehand, but it settles really quickly, so then I'm going to add some of this gorgeous blue. Then we can add some of the teal and give that a roll as well, just to try and get all these lovely colours to blend nicely. And then we'll add some of this lovely, which one haven't I used? This one here. Ooh, yum, yum, yum. And then I'm going to give this a dry. Right, now I've given this a quick dry with the heat gun, and you can see that it's dried in some areas, but it's pooling in others. And I'm just going to spray this just to get it to mingle a little bit. I found that if you just tip it upside down and just let it spread without having the water, you just get, it's really streaky, and that just doesn't really look very nice. So you do need to sort of blend it with a bit of water just to get it to blend nicely. So my ATCs now are all cut up and they're all dry, and I just want to go around the edges with some ink. I'm first of all going around in a blue. This is just ink that's very similar to StazOn. So I shall go round with the blue first, and then I shall go over it in black, because I just like the two-tone effect. Right, now I wasn't getting the results I was after with the first set of ink, so I've gone around the edges with StazOn ink in Midnight Blue, and that's better. That was more what I was after. And then I'm just going to go right around the edges just to really darken this with black, and I'll do this on all of them. Okay, so this is how I'm looking at the moment, and I've inked around the edges of all of the cards, so that's framed them, and I'm starting to pull together various materials just to start layering. This is an ATC that I made yesterday, and I put together various layers in the same way that you can see me doing here, and I'll show you in a minute the kind of things that I'm using. And then the bird was from a wallpaper sample, and then the crown was one of the crowns that one of the embellishments that Almut sent me in my Happy Mail, and I just absolutely love how that turned out. So I just want to make a few so that I've got a stash ready to send out in Happy Mail. Now I've pulled out here some of the beautiful ribbon that I received in Happy Mail. This was from Josie Jitto. Here's some more of Josie's. I just absolutely love this. This here is handmade paper that Weenie sent me. She sent me quite a few actually, and I've been hoarding onto them. She also sent me some handmade paper here. This Winnie actually made herself. This I think is shop bought, and so I'm just starting to tear off strips that I can start layering. So Winnie, you asked me when you sent me this, how can you use it? Well, here you go. Here's a way that you can use it. I've also got some other bits and pieces here. This is some more handmade paper that I've been holding on to. I just absolutely love this. This was sent to me by Linda Cooper Pierce last year, as was this one here. So again, I'm starting to tear strips off. I used some of this yesterday in some ATCs I was making. I've got some of this fabric paper here. This has got little flowers on it. This is sort of like a foiled silver paper. I should be using some of this. Noit sent me this in Happy Mail, and you can already see that I've started to layer some of this because the colours, I'm just trying to find stuff that goes colour-wise with what I'm trying to achieve. Well, the telephone rang, and I ended up spending an hour on the telephone, and then by the time I'd cooked Sam's dinner, I didn't do anything yesterday, so I'm back today to try again. I've had a good clear up as well, and I just want to show you one of these and how I put it together. So I've got my glue gun heated up. I've got a mixture of the pieces that I taught you about yesterday. So I've got a piece of that silver foil paper, so I'm just going to layer this with my glue gun. Let's put so I'm just going to press that down. In fact, let me just grab a lollipop stick so that I don't burn myself. I've got a piece of the handmade paper that Weenie made, and in fact, actually, I'm going to use some glossy accents for this here. So I'm using a mixture of glue gun and glossy accents, depending on what it is that I'm using. The thicker pieces just won't stick with glossy accents. You'll need something thicker, like a glue gun. So press that down, and then I've got a piece of this beautiful fabric, in fact, which way, I'm going to have it that way up, that Josie made. I just love this, it's just gorgeous. So I'm going to put, now where do I want that, because I'm going to have to trim the edges. Right, oh, hang on a second, make sure I've got that in the right position. There we go. And then I've dug out one of these embellishments as well. This one was from Amy Al-John, and I just thought that went perfectly with the fabric that Josie had sent me. Now I've chopped off a piece of organza, probably about this size here, and then I've just used my heat tool to melt it, and I just think that looks quite nice, sort of, if I layer my piece like that. So again, I'm going to use a dab of glue. Oh. And pop that in place. I still want to be able to see some of the lovely fabric, so I don't want the organza to cover absolutely everything up. And then I think I'm going to have the piece from Amy there like that. In fact, let me just take that off a second before it sticks, because it's not quite central and that will bug me. Hang on, let me try again. That's better. You won't see where that glue is by the time the other embellishment goes on top. And then I'm going to glue that one on there. So let's just add some glue to the back. And it's just a case of layering until you're happy with the way everything looks. Let me just see which way round I want that embellishment. I don't think it really matters, that way round. There we go, so glue that in place, there we are. And then I've got one of Tim Holt's Chit Chat words, live your life, and I've inked around the edges, and I find that these don't stick very well without a dab of glue. So I'm going to add a dab of glue, I'm going to centralise that. Move that over a tad. Oh. And then the rest of them I'm going to do off camera, just because you can see that it's not very easy fiddling when you can't get up close. So I'm going to have a fiddle, play with some more. This one here I'm just going to trim around the edges. Let's have a look. So we'll trim off all the excess, like so, and then grab my excuse me, croaky voice, grab my ink pad, and where's my sponge disappeared to? Louis probably run off with it. And then just grabbing my ink pad again. Oh, excuse me, I've got a really croaky voice. Just to finish off the edges. And there we go, there's a finished ATC. Would help if it was in shot, and I just think that's absolutely beautiful. I just love that. So I'm going to continue making some more, and when I'm finished I shall come back. And here we are, here's my finished ATCs. I'm absolutely thrilled with all of these. I've got plenty of texture and layering going on, which was what I was after. This is the one that you saw me make. I've got this one here with one of my Tyvek flowers, sort of, and there's some of the organza layered underneath there, some of Josie's borders and the homemade paper from Weenie. This one is layered with some Asian trim and one of the coffee filter flowers that Fia sent me in the embellishment challenge. This one here has got the organza, some threads which I've wrapped around the back of the ATC and is topped with one of the embellishments that Almut sent me. Two of my butterflies that you've seen me make in a previous video. This one here is layered with organza. This banner here, and I can't remember who it was that sent me this banner. I've got a feeling it was Diana Holloway, but I might be wrong. And then one of the embellishments that that Josie made. And then finally, this one, we're using one of my Tyvek beads, which again, I'll leave the link to the videos where I've made the butterflies, the Tyvek embellishments as well, just in case you haven't seen that. I've also used some of the ribbon that Josie sent again, some of this grass stuff that Noit sent me. I just think that's so much fun. Can you see that sort of underneath there? And more of the handmade paper from Weenie. So there you go, some ideas for some ATCs. And if you haven't got any textured wallpaper, then you would get exactly the same kind of effect using modelling paste through a stencil. But this is just another alternative way of doing things. So if you're not already a subscriber, I'd be really grateful if you press that subscribe button. And don't forget to click on the bell as well if you want notifications of my future videos. And please give me a thumbs up if you like these ATCs. And let me know, I'd love to hear your comments. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And take care, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.